Broadcasting live from Oriole Park at Camden Yards here in Charm City. Game number 3 of this new season between the Minnesota Twins and the Baltimore Orioles. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Dave McNally is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, last year he had an ERA over 4. For a starting pitcher, that's a bit high. Looking to have a better year this season.
Number 2 strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for Minnesota, shortstop, number 2.
Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball 1 as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose. EK, you look at these Orioles as they begin play here tonight. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
Outside 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning. And he is in there.
Oh, it's just so important for a visiting ball club to come out swinging in the first inning. You got to do what you can do to get on the board first. And he gives him a good shot at that right here as he kicks off the night with a leadoff double.
Jimmy Hall is in now, looking to get something to the right side with that leadoff man at second to start the ball game.
Yeah, it's really important to have a productive at-bat right here. You know, it's such a big deal to jump on a team early, especially when you're on the road.
And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the first inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
Way outside. 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
No one out with a runner at second. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Steve, how do they go about completing the sweep on the road?
Just don't be stupid up there. Don't chase balls out of the zone. Move guys along when the situation calls for it. Play the game.
Tony Olivo will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses for ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Already their second double of the ball game here in the first inning. He's not fooled too many guys out there to this point, that's for sure.
Standing in now, Harmon Killebrew, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
One out and a runner on second base. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. On the ground to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. With a moment now, take a look at the defense for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Number 13 will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Grounded to short. Aparicio scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. Number 17 starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
Jerry Adair comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Jerry Adair.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
And any time you can come into someone else's house and come out of it with a sweep, really lifts your whole ball club. That's what these guys are looking to do if they can take this third and final game here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in that 6th spot. How about what he did last season? Dominating pitching all year long on the way to hitting over 320. He's one of the premier hitters in the game.
Luis Aparicio will stand in. He comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Now that we have a chance, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, if you can say there is a defensive threat on this team, he's standing down there at first base. I say that because he's very good at keeping balls in front of him, helping his fellow infielders. Just a guy that's an asset every single game.
Brooks Robinson gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They still trail 1-0. Rich Rollins makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Rollins.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Two and 0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, when you talk about a great 1-2 combination, here it is. Go high and tight on the previous pitch and then low and away for the punch out. That's a great job of changing the line of sight for the hitter, and it really paid off there.
Stepping in now, number 33. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting 8th, second baseman,
Jerry Kendall into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Number 3 settles into the box for his first chance.
right fielder, number 3.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. Well, maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
That's inside. 2-0.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
He's definitely looking fastball there, and you know, he got one, but good recognition not to go up and chase it.
Just short, hit hard, fielded cleanly, and he's retired here, 1 away.
Batting fifth, designated hitter,
Boog Powell will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. First pitch on its way. And a foul pop behind the plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Batting sixth, first baseman, number 14.
Number 14 will stand in, coming off a 2-home run game a night ago. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Killebrew is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Number 12 steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
In there at the knees, strike one.
That's a major league curveball there. Now, let's take a while to get used to, believe me.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And if you get him to look at strike one, why not go back to that same pitch in the same part of the strike zone, and they catch him looking again?
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Well, he wasn't able to do anything with those 2 off-speed pitches he saw. But the one fastball he gets, he jumps all over that one. And that's what you've got to do. You might get one pitch in an at-bat that you can handle, and he was able to make it count here.
Into the box, number 2, as he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And he's doubling his pleasure already. 2 at-bats so far, and now 2 doubles. He's looking like he's seeing the ball pretty well.
In now, Jimmy Hall, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
When you're in a key spot like this, you can't allow yourself to get tied up that badly.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. But this is a foul ball. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Standing in now, Tony Olivo, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one.
And even though that pitch did fool him, it was a hanging breaking ball. And so if he's looking for an off-speed pitch, that could have been big trouble.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. 1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
tapped out in front of home. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
Well, they won't get an out on this play. This will be scored an infield single, but now that's going to load the bases, so their troubles are just getting even deeper now.
Harmon Killebrew has a great opportunity now to break this game wide open as he comes to the plate with the bases loaded.
Yeah, and sure, he's been watching closely here, Matt. Always feels great to get some run support from your guys.
He's set. Here it comes. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run. But you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with one swing.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
The 2-1 on its way. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. 1 run scores. And the runner from second is in to score.
Well, with the bases loaded, sometimes pitchers get worried about going back inside because they don't want to hit a guy and force home a run. So here, he's working out over the middle of the plate, and it's going to cost him. This will drive home 2 on the double.
Stepping in now, number 13. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
Rich Rollins is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
3 runs already home here. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. But you can tell he thought he had him.
I thought he had him too.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. Release point, mechanics, just about everything looks out of whack right now.
And these are the guys that really scare you. The guys that have absolutely no clue where the ball's going. Time to close up that stance just a little bit, I think.
Still 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Twins are in front, 4-0. Jackie Brandt will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. And here's one that misses, so it's 2-1 now to the Oriole left fielder.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you appreciate a call like that once in a while.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And another foul ball. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
This looks like a straight changeup here. 80 miles an hour. And is that a strike? Well, yeah, it sure is. I don't think there's much to complain about right there.
Into the box, Paul Blair. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
In the air now, out to right field. Right fielder has a beat on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting ninth, catcher
Dick Brown will stand in now with two away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And with two away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. To 2-2 now. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Jerry Adair would be next. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Jerry Adair will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hall giving chase. And that retires the side. Orioles leave one. They're down 4-0. Number 33 steps in now.
Leading off for the Twins, left fielder, number 33.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. He's got it. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Jerry Kendall.
Jerry Kendall comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
And he won't bite on the palm ball in the dirt for a ball. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Line to the right side, but a foul ball. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Well, this is a scroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
In now, number 12. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Two and 0.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taking 2.
In tight as this pitch misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
And sometimes, you know, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
Number 2 will try it again. He's got a couple of doubles thus far.
Yeah, he's swinging it well, and he's found some gaps. Might be interesting to see if they pitch him any differently this time around.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
This is what you got to do up at the plate. You've got to wait him out. If you can lay off all of the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get yourself a fastball.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
Like that one.
And he pops it up back behind second base. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota, but they're in front 4-0. Luis Aparicio is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. Liner toward right center. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
A pretty good swing there.
Third baseman,
You'll watch.
5.
Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Standing in now, Brooks Robinson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
Nobody out, runner on first. Called strike two as he locks him up there. Smoked on the ground up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
And you get the sense now that they're getting closer and closer to breaking through here. Well, that'll make it first and third now, and they've got a good chance here to break that string of zeros.
Number 3 will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back.
Keeping an eye on him.
Here's the first pitch to him. A pitch out. The throw on a great time to pitch out as he'll be thrown out easily at second.
Well, that's just a tough way to make the first out of the inning. You go from runners at the corners with nobody out to just a runner at third with 1 out. Now if they can find a way to get this guy at the plate, they have a pretty good chance of getting out of this inning scot-free.
That's wide, 2-0. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And he sails it over his head. That ball's down the line, and this is trouble. And the runner is in to score from third on what was not a good throw at all. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Boog Powell is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Into the box now, number 14, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
2 out here and a runner at second. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he is hitting everything in sight.
Into the box, Jackie Brandt, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Up top, it's 2-0.
After the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. Number 13 corrals it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's the Twins 4 and the Orioles 3. Jimmy Hall will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Well, that man's got to be feeling a little better about things out there on the mound.
He sure does. His guys got him right back into the ball game, and now they need him to put up a shutdown inning here so those bats can go back to work.
Blair is there. 1 down.
Up next for Minnesota,
Tony Olivo will dig in here. 2 for 2 with a double thus far.
Yeah, and I like the at-bats he's had. Looking very confident and fluid at the plate, Matt.
First offering on its way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Well, he's thrown a fair amount of first pitch strikes, about 60%, but you've got to locate better, and that's the reason why he's having a tough time out there.
We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Yeah, they tried to go inside again. I like the call, but this time he was ready for it. He drives this one for a solid base hit.
Stepping in, Harmon Killebrew, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. And he'll snap one over to first. Runner's back.
Just keeping an eye on it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
That's one of his best pitches tonight.
Here comes the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 4 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit. The relay throw, and he's safe.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it, and he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
Number 13 will dig in. Hit a sacrifice fly earlier. Now a snap throw to first, and he's back standing.
Simple throw over there.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a snap move over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
And you know what? He's starting to look a little bit frustrated out there on the mound. That's 2 hits and now a hit by pitch here in the inning. It's maybe not a bad time to go out there and try to calm him down just a little bit because he's looking a little hot out there.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Robin Roberts is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Roberts.
Rich Rollins will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
This guy's been in situations like this so many times before. He's got plenty to call on upstairs to try to help him work out of this jam.
Bases are loaded with only one out. On the ground up the middle. To second for one. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Paul Blair come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th, with a punch out, 1 away.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there, so even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
In now, Dick Brown. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1.
And a good pitch there. It's a big front door curveball, and he had no way of opening up to it.
He looks to be back in control now here in the 5th as that swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Skied into straightaway right. Number 12 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, second baseman,
Jerry Adair will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Luis Aparicio will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Two and one.
2-1.
sent in the air out to straightaway central. Moving under it, Hall. And that's the third out. One left for the Orioles. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Number 33 will take his third shot at it now. He's 0 for 2 thus far here tonight.
Well, what do they say? Third time's a charm? Well, we'll see about that.
Bottom three in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman, Jerry Kendall.
Jerry Kendall ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing. 2-0.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Here he comes on 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. It's not a bad idea.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left. A base hit.
The batter, number 12.
Number 12 stands in. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Up and in for ball 1. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Shot to third. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Number 2 will step in now. Couple of doubles in 3 trips for him.
Well, Matt, maybe he's looking for the baseball version of the triple-double.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. In the dirt here. Goes to third with it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Jimmy Hall will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out.
And that ball gets by him. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Yeah, that's his second wild pitch of the game, and this one's going to cost him. It almost looked like he got a cleat stuck on that delivery because this is nowhere close. That runner's going to come in and score from third.
Second and third here, one man out. Two and 0 now.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine, not trusting his stuff.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. In to score is the runner from third. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 7-3 ball game.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hands getting into good position. The hips start to rotate and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Standing in now, Tony Olivo, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count. 0-2.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Wow, he just never got into the rhythm of that at-bat at all. I mean, normally you'd expect a middle-of-the-order guy to put up a little more fight than that, wouldn't you? But he just got caught flat-footed on all 3 of those pitches.
Into the box now, Harmon Killebrew swinging a hard liner to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Twins 7 and the Orioles 3. Brooks Robinson will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around.
Brooks Robinson.
And they start him out away with a cold strike. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Line drive to center field, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a 1-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. That'll spell disaster.
Number 3 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Rollins backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Boog Powell will dig in now. He's popped out and lined out. 0 for 2 thus far.
Well, he's got nothing to show for it, but his last at-bat was a nice one. He put a good swing on it.
And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Now a throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Just keeping him close. And a pitch takes off inside and it gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, that's the obvious danger of trying to get a guy to fish at a curveball in the dirt. You'll see this one skip away, and now that'll take the double play situation right off the board. Could be a costly mistake.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. He's set. Here's the 2-2. In the dirt, and now let's see. But fortunately here, no advance. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, a little surprising you wouldn't pull the trigger on that one right there. This isn't anything fancy. Just a right over the top 4-seam fastball. Absolutely frozen.
Number 14 will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. Low for ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Driven nicely into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 7-4 contest. And he'll get in there safely.
I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Stepping in now, Jackie Brandt as he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Center fielder number 6.
Paul Blair steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy. And it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Twins 7 and the Orioles 5. Back here on the show. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Jim Palmer will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season.
Jim Palmer.
Number 13 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
For Minnesota, catcher, number 13.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Right over the top here with the four-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
In now, Rich Rollins. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. Strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Number 33 steps into the box. Tap fouled at home plate. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
And you know, working inside is great. Even backing guys off is fine when the time's right. But you need to be careful here in the late innings when your guys are already down.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
You talk about coming back with a shutdown inning. How about striking out the side to give your guys a little bit of a lift? He's 1 pitch away from doing just that.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're still up 7-5. Number 26 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 26.
Leading off the inning, Dick Brown, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
Yeah, nice to get that call right out of the bullpen.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
And I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Ripped on the ground to first. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
They've let these guys keep hanging around and hanging around, not able to put them away. I tell you, this game, it's far from over. They're not going to go quietly.
Jerry Adair will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. But this is pulled in by the shortstop.
The batter, number 11,
Luis Aparicio will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
From the stretch. He was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Runners on first with one down. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Kendall backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
You see here on Show Track, that pitch up and in just ties him in knots.
Robinson.
You leave that out over the plate, you'll be in trouble, but if you can locate there, things will be just fine.
Into the box, Brooks Robinson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. 2 out with the man at first. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land foul just shy of the wall. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Drilled to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Orioles leave one. They're down 2, 7-5. Jerry Kendall will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
First delivery to him on the way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Now you can't take any more pitches like that. If you don't like it, you got to at least try and fight it off.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Into the box now, number 12. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And it's quickly 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
And he's feeling it out there now. I mean, that is 5 straight guys that he struck out now. His defenders may as well come on into the dugout and take a break because they're not even needed out there now.
Standing in now, number 2. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
On the ground near home. Foul ball, strike 2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit, and that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
In now, Jimmy Hall as he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
And just when you thought this inning was about over, back-to-back hits on back-to-back pitches. You can't let your guard down even for a second against these guys.
Tony Olivo stands in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Twins 7 and the Orioles 5. Number 19 will come in and pitch now.
For the Twins, number 19.
Number 3 steps in now.
Leading off for the Orioles, right fielder.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To his right, Kendall. And taken in out there for the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Boog Powell.
In now, Boog Powell. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
In tight with the curveball. Backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
These have both been easy takes so far. Neither one of these pitches really approaching the strike zone.
2-0 count. Here it comes. 3-0 now. One out, nobody on. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Not often you'll see a 3-0 slider, but when you need a strike, any pitch will do.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. Hard hit ball to second. Kendall is right there. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Number 14.
Number 14 stands in. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 7-5. A beautiful nighttime view there of the Baltimore skyline as we head to the top of the 9th in this one. Dick Hall will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Harmon Killebrew, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And he's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Here's the 0-2. Way outside. 1-2.
You know, maybe he had a little bit of a concern that they were going to call that one a strike, too.
Bounce slowly back toward the mound. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, number 13.
Number 13 will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a run batted in thus far. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
That might have been his best swing of the night there. He was right on it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing him until he proves he can lay off.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman,
Rich Rollins struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go 0 for, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
Ready on 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They lead it 7-5. Number 15 will be the new
now
pitcher.
pitching for the Twins, number 15.
Leading off the inning, Jackie Brandt. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Left fielder, Jackie Brand.
And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And when that thing's doing that, forget it. It's 1-2.
Hard to believe he'd let that one go. I mean, that was right on a platter for him.
One and two, here it comes. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strikeout of the ball game.
And you can pretty much follow the thought process here on swing track. He's getting ready for the fastball in 1 and 2, but they give him something off speed, and he was way too early on that swing.
Stepping in now, Paul Blair. As he'll swing and lift the foul ball off to the left and out of play. 0-1 pitch on its way. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Kendall takes it in. On to first, and the Orioles are down to their final out.
Now batting, catcher, Dick Brown.
Dick Brown makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
And you know, just like any pitch, there's good knuckleballs and then there's some bad ones too. This thing comes right back down the heart of the plate. Those things are much easier to handle than the pitch that starts in the middle of the plate and then runs somewhere else.
Jerry Adair digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
Well, he was an out away from locking up the save, but now this is back-to-back hits here off their closer. This one's gone from in the bag to nervous time pretty quickly.
Sam Bowen will come on now and pinch run
Number
here.
16, Sam Bowen.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Luis Aparicio. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
The 0-1 delivery. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. I got to believe if you're going to get hit, that's the pitch you want it to come on.
Yeah, it's easier to get on base that way than it is to try and hit that thing.
Making him work here as the knuckleball misses to run the count full.
And he really needs to find a pitch to finish this guy off right here. You can't afford to walk this guy and let this rally get any more steam behind it than it already has.
Left side. Reined in. Throw on to first here is going to do it. And the Twins have come in here and finished off a 3-game sweep as this one is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 7-5. Good night from Baltimore.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 7 runs on 13 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the Orioles, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. A reminder that Metro subway trains are available at the Lexington Market or Charles Center subway station. MTA Light Rail Service will provide extra trains of the Penn Camden Shuttle and can be picked up just outside the ballpark at the Camden Yards Light Rail Station.
Afternoon baseball now from McCovey Cove and AT&T Park here in San Francisco. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the LA Dodgers and their bitter rivals to the north, the San Francisco Giants. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
All right. The stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 San Francisco Giants.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, they got to love the production they're getting out of their leadoff hitter right now. He delivered when it really mattered last game, driving in 4 runs. He just needs to keep up the timely hitting so he can continue to pick up runners when they give him a chance.
Number 34 gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's making his big league debut here on the mound. He's going to have a lot of adrenaline. He's going to have a lot of nerves. He's going to have to be able to contain all of that so he can go out and be effective. Going to be tough to do, and that may be his biggest challenge all game long.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Giants lineup defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, if there's a ball hit out to center field in this one, and I'm the third base coach, I am not going to send him. He has a cannon out there in center field. Everybody knows it. We'll see if he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
Maury Wills makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1, and we're underway from San Francisco. Eric Karros, this Giant ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, it's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
And something's going to have to give here in game 1 because both of these teams come in riding winning streaks. They've played some of their best baseball this season, so this is set up to be an exciting series.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are two teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. Jim Gilliam will be next. And the count will be full. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Oh, and the changeup is taken for a called third strike, and the leadoff man is gone to begin the ball game.
Well, nobody in that dugout's going to give him high fives for striking out. But, you know, at least he forced that starter to expend a lot of energy here to get the job done. You know, in the first inning, that won't be lost on his teammates.
Jim Gilliam will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ballgame.
If he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
Line to the right side. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Standing in now, Willie Davis. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Ron Fairley will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And he misses again, 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Here he comes on 2-0. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
And this is one of those guys that can certainly be an X factor in this series. He sets a tone early here with a first inning steal of second base.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Yeah, Joe has a little bit of a tough strike zone to figure out, guys. It's never too crazy in any one direction, but it's not always as consistent as some people would hope.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Into the box now, John Roseborough, as he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. It's the Dodgers nothing with the Giants coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I'll be keeping an eye on what that leadoff hitter can do in this one. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
Number 22 will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember last year he had an ERA under 4. Very solid, very dependable.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Dodgers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Jesus Alou comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Jesus Alou.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Eric, your Dodger ball club, as they enter play here this afternoon, it's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
And something's going to have to give here in game one because both of these teams come in riding winning streaks. They've played some of their best baseball this season, so this is set up to be an exciting series.
And a good two-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he could come back with that big curve.
No offer that time, and it's back to 2-2 on the Giants right fielder.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here in the last two pitches.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. He just can't seem to finish him off.
Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Alou is retired, and there's one away.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
In now, Willie McCovey, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Drilled to the right side. And that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single.
Yeah, a one-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. Now you've got the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up. Let's see if they can turn this into the first run of the ball game.
Willie Mays takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Up top, it's 2-0.
Now after that first pitch out, another ball here really puts you in the hole against a dangerous hitter.
Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting fourth, third
Orlando
baseman.
Cepeda set to take his first cuts with a man at first and two away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
0-1.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back safely. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Out in front of that one. May have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now a snap throw to first, and the runner will get back standing. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Second inning now from San Francisco with no score. Number 7 will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
He'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Alou is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
Batting 7.
Striding into the box, Lou Johnson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
No score here as we play inning number 2. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Henderson going back on it, still going back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A solo shot here to left, and the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
Oh, and you know what? I think he's going to kick himself out there in left field when he watches the tape replay and realizes just how close he came to robbing this home run. I don't think he quite got the timing down right because if he had, I think he makes this play. Instead, This is going to sneak over the wall for a home run.
Stepping in now, Wes Parker. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
A lot of times, you've got to be a good bad ball hitter if you're going to hit in the 8th spot. I mean, you're going to get pitched around quite a bit when the guy knows a pitcher's on deck. That was excellent work there.
Number 22 steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Sacrifice attempt here. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball's butted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Into the box, Maury Wills, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
You get a good look right there. Already 33 pitches now through an inning and 2/3. That's an awfully high number this early.
Not close. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. So take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, missed. 2-1. Here's a high pop-up. Cepeda coasts under it. And that's the 3rd out. But the Dodgers are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 L.A. Ken Henderson will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second.
Ken Henderson.
Into the windup and the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. And reined in. 1 away.
Batting 6th. Catcher. Tom
Haller will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and low here. Ball 1. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. This is line to left. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Trying to change the eye level there. After the fastball up, they come right back with an off-speed pitch at the knees. But he stays right on it, drives it for a base hit.
Into the box now, Hal Lanier, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
0-1, here's the pitch. Hot shot down the line, and that's through for a hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
In now, Fuentes. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Here it comes, 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's 1-1. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Fuentes has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer, and as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well, and in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like, but there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Stepping in now, number 34 shows bunt as he gets this one down. The run scores from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
You know, when you've got a guy up there just trying to give himself up, you have to make sure you can make the play. Not quite sure what happened right here. He didn't need to hurry this throw, and he winds up throwing it away.
Into the box, Jesus Alou, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. The 0-1 delivery. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
I tell you, that was not an easy take.
It sure wasn't, especially when you've got to protect on an 0-2 count.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. One and two. Here it comes. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
And here at the plate, you do want to avoid the double play, but you don't want to do this. Well, now the runners stay at the corners with 2 away now, and you leave it up to the next guy to come through with a 2-out hit.
Into the box now, Willie McCovey, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1 and 2?
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 left. We played 2 full. Giants out in front here, 2-1. Back now in San Francisco with our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show. Thanks for joining us. Leading off the inning, Jim Gilliam, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Jim Gilliam.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Henderson is camped under this one. 1 gone.
Now batting, center fielder
Willie Davis is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Sent on the ground out to second. Barehanded on the hop. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
In now, Ron Fairley, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They still trail it here 2-1. Willie Mays digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Right side, hit hard. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
2+ innings pitched, 5 hits allowed. That's not a number you want to see this early in a ball game, and he's got work to do again to get himself out of this situation.
Orlando Cepeda is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a pretty decent at-bat. As I remember, he saw a lot of pitches and really made the guy on the mound earn that strikeout.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
This third inning starting out about as poorly as the second inning did.
Now a snap move over to first. Back in standing.
Keeping him close.
Here comes the 1-0. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. Nobody out, runner on first. Gets the call on the changeup there. 2-1.
Pretty gutsy pitch there. 2-0 changeup for a strike.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get back in standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
And that was quite a battle up there. He made him throw a ton of pitches. An advantage pitcher here, as in the end, he gets him to ground into the double play.
Ken Henderson stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
That's a major league curveball there. Now, those take a while to get used to, believe me.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Davis sprinting after it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Giants are down quietly. They lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, John Roseboro, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
High and deep to straightaway right. Alou ranging back. And that ball is over the wall out toward the cove. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Dodgers have bounced back to tie this 1-2.
You want to talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the bases.
Now batting.
Standing in now, number 7. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Two runs, 4 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. And he gets a hold of this one again to deep right field. Alou going back on it to the track. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Oh, and this will give us a great look as we check it out in show motion. You can see him give it his all as this ball is just out of his reach. And he's going to pay the price, too, as he crashes into that wall at full speed.
Into the box, Lou Johnson, as he'll hit a ground ball here to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wes Parker. He reached on a single in his first try.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Runners are at first and third with none out. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
And giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with that release point. He's all over the place.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
The 2-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, that's been the go-to pitch when he's needed it. He definitely needed it there.
Number 22 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, strike 1.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Mays on the move. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the go-ahead run will score on the sacrifice fly, as this is now a 3-2 ball game.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
Maury Wills will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. You get the sense that things are starting to get away from him a bit out there.
It all comes from falling behind hitters and then having to come in there with something good to hit. That's going to get you every time.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Hit sharply toward the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman
Jim Gilliam gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
First pitch on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. Hit hard on the ground to the right. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Throws there, and he is out on a beautiful throw as he just came up firing that time.
Posed.
So it's 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Giants 2. Tom Haller is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. 1-1, here it comes. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now, 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
now batting, second baseman Hal Lanier.
Into the box now, Hal Lanier. He singled his last time up. Skied into straightaway right. Fairly moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 26.
Fuentes stands in following an RBI single his first time through. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. All even now, 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Davis is under this one, and that will retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. Still a 3-2 ball game. Willie Davis will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and the right-hander get loose. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, I got to tell you, if he did hit this thing, the kayakers might be scrambling for that one out in the cove. You're going to see where it is, and that thing's catching an awful lot of the plate, but he just couldn't get on top of it. Maybe a missed opportunity right there.
Stepping in now, Ron Fairley. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Right on the corner, 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
Pulled toward right center field. Mays will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
The catcher.
Stepping in, John Roseborough. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Remember that he hit a changeup, so it will be interesting right here to see if they just stick with hard stuff.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And he misses with it. 1-1. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Too high. Ball 3.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Hard liner to center field. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Number 7 stands in. Here's the first pitch to him. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. This is pulled into right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Lou Johnson stands in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. And a breaking ball's bounced out towards second. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple, but they still lead it 3-2. Cap Peterson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 17, Cap Peterson.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Up high. 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is in the air to right. Fairley is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 14,
Jesus Alou will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. The throw into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
Yeah, a lot of times we talk about quick wrists on balls hit down the line, but you'll see in show motion, this is all about the lower half here. Look at him turn on the baseball. It's a great camera shot and a great swing right there.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. In now, Willie McCovey as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Trying to hold the lead. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. And that misses 2-2. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Gilliam is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
the center fielder, number 24.
So striding in, number 24, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. In the dirt here. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That's a tough chance there behind the plate. This is a curveball. You see him try to smother it, but this ball just eats him alive, and that's going to let that runner move over to third now on what'll be a wild pitch.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Yeah, and you got to be careful that you don't go up there helping them out, especially if you get that feeling that they're trying to work around you.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Very high. 2-1.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Three and one now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Drilled to the right side. And this will be a base hit as the runner will come in to score from third. And we are tied at 3 apiece.
So smart here at the plate. You can see he's not trying to hit the ball out of the park. There are times for that, but here he's got a guy out there on third, so this is just a short, compact swing. Just looking to get that run home. He's able to get the job done.
Orlando Cepeda steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
But the runner's back easily.
Just checking.
And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Must think something's up.
And again, he'll snap one over to first. A dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
In there at the knees, strike one. Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Here it comes on 1-1. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
Ooh, that is one of the best he's thrown this afternoon.
A runner on first with 2 away. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back in standing.
Simple throw over there.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one fouled off to the right side. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Number 7 onto the grass. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Bob Hendley is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Bob Hendley.
Wes Parker will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, he does get to it to knock it down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Now batting, number 22.
Al Ferreira will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 25, Al Ferreira.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. From the stretch. Hit hard towards the hole. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
There you go. Back-to-back singles here to open up the inning, have him set up in a good position to break this deadlock.
Maury Wills gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
First and second here with nobody out. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Mays has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. Jim Gilliam digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Jim Gilliam.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Henderson has it in his tracks. 2 down. Willie Davis strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Oh, and trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in, because you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
You know, sometimes this game can just be flat out simple. Here, he just worked his way into a good count, bought himself a nice fastball to hit, and then just rips it out there to drive in a run.
Into the box now, Ron Fairley. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 2 down, runners at first and second. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Hit hard toward the right side. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Standing in now, John Roseboro. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Again, he sends it out of play. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Giants 3. Bill Singer is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Bill Singer.
Leading off the inning, Ken Henderson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Left fielder, Ken Henderson.
Out in front of it, strike 1. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And that'll get down for a base hit. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Ken Henderson has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer, and as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well, and in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like, but there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Tom Haller, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Runner on third, nobody out. You figure just about any ground ball to the shortstop or second baseman is going to score a run. Here he gets even more than he bargained for as he finds a hole right up the middle into center field for the RBI single.
Stepping in now, Hal Lanier. Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
In now, Fuentes. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
One out and a runner on second base. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
One thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch there, 3-2. It probably would have been ball four, but I'm not sure if I could have laid off that one either.
Matt Alou will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 43, Matt Alou.
To first, Parker takes it in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 2 hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. 7th inning coming up. LA's on top, 5-4. Back here in San Francisco, the men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Dick Estrella is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Dick Estrella.
Number 7 will be the batter. 2 for 3 with a double thus far.
Yeah, he's looked very settled in at the plate in this one. He could have a little more in store for us right here.
Right side hit hard. And that's through into right. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. And that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Lou Johnson will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Runner goes for second. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Comes set with the 0-1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Henderson is over. One away. Wes Parker ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one. Runners on first with one down. A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit foul over to the right side. Strike two now. Hit the other way out toward right field. Alou is there. 2 down. Number 31 will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Two out with the man at first. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We've reached the 7th inning stretch here in San Francisco. The Dodgers lead it 5-4. Bob Miller will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Bob Miller.
Leading off the inning, Jesus Alou, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Getting that first out is always critical in a 1-run ball game.
mean, they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
Willie McCovey gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
And he'll just waste one there, 1-2. Chopped foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Wills scoops it up in time to first, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 24, Willie Mays.
Willie Mays steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Palm ball there, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Fastball taken high, and it's 3-1 now.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Dribbled to the right side. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Giants down in order, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Leading off the inning, Maury Wills as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And a first-pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Lined hard toward right center. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Jim Gilliam comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Oh, and they've got him picked off. Ball's there, and he is out at second base. First offering on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Change up low, 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Mays. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder, Willie Davis.
Now to the plate, Willie Davis. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. This is in the air to left field. Henderson moving to his left. And that ends the inning. Dodgers go down quietly. They lead it 5-4. Leading off the inning, Orlando Cepeda, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Palm ball in there, strike one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Yeah, in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, it's always important to get that first out. Put that offense on their back heels.
Ken Henderson steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Roseboro is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The catcher, number 5, Tom Haller.
Tom Haller will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Two out, nobody on. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. He pulls this one into right. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Yeah, tying runs on base now with 2 outs. And who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
Jim Davenport will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 12, Jim Davenport.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll get back in safely. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for San Francisco. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Jim Davenport, who will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Second base, number 12, Jim Davenport.
Jose Pagan will stay in the ballgame as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Murakami come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Ron Fairley, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, you got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if he can't throw strikes.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
John Roseborough gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he's back in standing. A runner at first with no outs here. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Well, this is what you call a big league curveball. And look at this thing just moved. A 15-inch break. I mean, that is filthy.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And a dive, but he's back. Into the box now, number 7. Pitches a cold strike, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
You know, when the pitcher slide steps, he's going to get the ball to the catcher even quicker, and the guy still stole that base. That was great.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And the runner back easily. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Mays is going to get there. 2 gone. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
So coming to the plate, Lou Johnson, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
Breaking ball swung on and grounded to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Dodgers out in front 5-4. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Number 16 will come in and pitch now.
For the Dodgers. Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 16. Now playing left field and batting in the 9th spot, number 9. Wally.
Striding in to start the 9th, Fuentes, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Leading off for the Giants here in the bottom of the 9th, the shortstop, number 26.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Hit to third. To his left, Gilliam. A quick out number 1.
Now batting, number 37.
Jack Hyatt will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 2, Jack Hyatt.
Squared that one up just a little late. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hit back up the middle. Gets dirty and gloves it. The throw. He's out.
Oh, love it. Boy, there's that outstanding range on display right here. This ball's headed for center field, but he's able to dive to his left to get it. And then look how quickly he gets rid of the ball. That is so well done right there.
Standing in now, Jesus Alou, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. And there's ball 1. Two and 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. To his left, Wills. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Hey, any way you can keep this game alive, you've got to take it. You know, it's just an infield single, but at least you keep that line moving up for one more hitter.
Willie McCovey comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Quick check on that tying run at first. Don't want to forget about it. Ready with the 0-1. Hit hard up the middle. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down, and he is in there.
Boy, are we set up now for an exciting finish to this one? With their lives on the line here, he comes up with a clutch 2-out single, and that's going to put the tying run in scoring position at second. And don't forget now, it also puts the possible winning run on at first base.
And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, he makes the stop. And the throw to first will take care of him as the tying run will be left stranded at second base. This ball game is over.
And how about that for putting an exclamation point on a victory? Just a super play there to record the final out with some style.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 5-4. So long from San Francisco.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon for the victorious Dodgers. 5 runs, 16 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For the Giants, 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Our